Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Sir Ikhwan. So I am Amanda Safia binti Anishirwan from 1103. So located at Kampung Kubang Ikan Kuala Terengganu, Klinik Kesihatan Cenderia offers variety medical services such as maternal and child healthcare, along with outpatient treatment to provide affordable and accessible healthcare services to the local community. So the vision of this clinic is to become a leading provider of high-quality healthcare services. The mission of this clinic, however, is to provide comprehensive and affordable healthcare services to the community. The clinic is committed to developing skilled and professional healthcare staff, as its goal is to improve overall health and quality of life of the population. So this is the SWOT analysis we have done for the current organization. Since they rely more on physical documentation, aka the buku pink, they are more likely not to experience system errors or technical issues along with low implementation costs. However, on the downside, physical copies has a higher risk of loss or damage. Plus, they lack data sharing and integration between patients and doctors along with no automatic reminders for appointments. Therefore, we take this as an opportunity to explore more new features and updates to improve patients and medical staff's experiences. Well, currently, we still have risk of human errors and maybe lack efficiency in some situations. This is the organizational chart for the Klinik Kesihatan Cenderia. So let's get to the current system description. So first of all, the patient, aka the pregnant woman, will visit the clinic and wait to be called. The nurse then will check existing record. If there are no record found, then a new book will be created. Otherwise, the nurse will just find the previous history in book to align with the current appointment. The nurse will then write the patient's personal details such as blood pressure, height, weight, and urine tests. After a session with the doctor, a new appointment will be recorded. Doctors will then check the patient risk type. If they have a higher risk, they will be highlighted and put under a strict observation. And lastly, patients get to keep the book and leave the appointment session for their next checkup. So let's talk about the current systems issue. First of all is regarding the people themselves. Human errors among medical staffs, such as eligible handwriting, errors of omission, and also transcription errors, can cause misinformation. On the flip side, patients will either forget their medical book or miss out on appointments due to lack of automated reminders. Materials-wise, records may be lost or damaged with worn and torn pages due to frequent handling. Moreover, limited space for writing hinders clear and accurate documentation due to overcrowded information in one physical book. A busy clinic with high patient volume and limited storage space can cause errors and delays in data management and organization. Last but not least, lack of digital system causes difficulty in tracking or updating a patient's history. A single physical copy has no backup and limited access for data sharing between patients and doctors. Therefore, we need a digital system that can solve all these issues. So we are going to talk about the proposed system process. The process begins by prompting users to confirm whether they already have an account. New users are required to sign up and create a new account before they are redirected to the login page once again. Once the login is validated, the user is then greeted with the main dashboard along with a menu of different options depending on their role. The admin provides an overview of the system's entire user base. Admins are responsible to manage users such as doctors, patients, and even other admins' account for data modification, account deactivation, and manual password reset. Moreover, admins can choose to generate reports of monthly enrollment, number of appointments per doctor, and even summary of pregnancy health risk. Lastly, the user will log out once they choose to end the session. For the doctor section, however, they must first select their registered patient to proceed. The doctor can choose whether they would like to view their patient's profile for medical record history, or set their patient's risk type, or maybe schedule new appointments, or upload new test results, which can be accessed by the patient to view. Lastly, the user will log out once they end the session. With this system, it is able to eliminate both stated problems regarding the difficulty in tracking and updating patient's history, as the system provides easier access to data without limited space to write using digital records. As for the patient, however, they can choose to view their own user profile to access their personal information and test results uploaded by their doctor. However, if they choose to view their pregnancy status, the patient must first enter their last menstrual period for the system to estimate their labor date. Once the process is over, the system will display the due date counter, current trimester, along with some helpful pregnancy tips and guides. For the last option, the patient can view their tracking page to enter weight and log fetal movement to display tracking history. And last but not least, the user will log out once they choose to end the session. So this system makes fetal movement counting easier for mothers to monitor. So in this system, we would like to develop a centralized maternal health record with role-based dashboards for patients, doctors, and administrators. Other than that, it is to enable patients to monitor their pregnancy status, record fetal movement, and assess test results and health tips digitally and easily. Besides that, it is to support doctors in managing patient profiles, assign risk type, recording BMI and test results along with scheduling appointments. Fourth is to provide administrators with tools for managing user accounts, generating reports, and overseeing the entire system operations. And the last one is to enhance accuracy, accessibility, and efficiency in maternal health information management through structured digital records. Since our website focuses on prenatal care, our primary stakeholders are categorized into two: the medical staff and also the patient, specifically pregnant women. The proposed system allows patients to access their personal information regarding their prenatal health record. On the other hand, doctors can conveniently set up appointment dates, assign risk types, and also upload health test results for the patients to view without the need to rely on physical book. Even with such improvement from the traditional method, our system faces several challenges. Our current system does not include any built-in payment service for medical fees. Therefore, all financial transactions must be handled externally. Besides that, unfortunately, our system is unable to provide real-time automated pop-up alerts, even to the technical complexity. Users will instead have to rely on their main dashboard for any news updates and reminders. Last but not least, the initial rollout will only support English. It's also limited to prenatal medical records only and does not yet include features for postnatal follow-ups. This is the proposed system at ERD. So the users are divided into three: the doctor, the admin, and also the patient. So the admin monitors everyone: the doctor, the patient, and also the admin themselves. A doctor can have many patients, and a patient can be managed by many doctors. A patient can have many pregnancy data, where the doctor can record multiple pregnancy data from different patients. So this is our team organizational structure, where we have Mr. Wan Muhammad Ikhwan as our supervisor. We have Alia as our project manager. I am the web designer and programmer for the website. So we have Sarah as our database designer and data analyst. And lastly, we have Sophia as our system analyst, who will design efficient system workflow and provide easy-to-use navigation system. So this is our project plan along with the milestone to track our activities for our project. So in conclusion, this system has high potential and commercial values because it provides a user-friendly interface that improves the patient's engagement and medical staff's overall experience, where doctors and patients will no longer have to worry about missing medical records and late appointments. Thank you very much.